Training to be a Jedi requires concentration, focus, and hard work. So when it's time to recharge,
you are ready.
Nothing beats a Happy Meal. You can master the Force with a battling top from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now in theaters rated PG. There's one in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
So that was a commercial for Star Wars battling top. Interesting for McDonald's. I guess it's all about, you know, the machines and, you know, traveling and all that. So, you know, it's these emphases that, you know, they're kind of unusual, but they kind of make sense. I don't know. Some of these toys are a little bit odd, and that's also because it was an odd movie that, I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about it because people automatically do that, and I don't feel like that's right. But, like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it was the most thrilling if they went out of their way to get that. But then again, McDonald's toys can vary from quality. Like, they can be not too bad to pretty terrible. So, you know, these are not necessarily the most high quality toys. These, like, the most exciting part about them is the little chips that probably represent each like all the major characters from the movie. It's probably the biggest highlight you could say right there. And it would make sense that pretty much every single franchise, like every single, you know, one of these food franchises would go out of their way to make toys. It really would. Especially back then, and actually go out of their way to make a commercial. Even whether or not the movie was good or not, that's a separate point. Kids still bought the toys, people still went to see the movie, so obviously they made some money. And oddly enough, it's actually pretty highly ranked compared to a number of other movies. In fact, it's been more successful than a couple of the other Star Wars movies, oddly enough. And you would find that, you would think that that's crazy sounding because of how underrated it is, but it's actually done pretty well, and that's also partially because it was re-released at one point in 3D, which obviously makes sense for that reason, that, you know, probably was a lot lower prior to it, but it is something to know. I mean, sure, that's probably the biggest argument, and it's a fair argument to bring up, but hey, I'm just saying, I mean, it is a thing. So, yeah, okay. So, let's keep going.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Everyone, we've got to save the Queen!
We're under attack! Mr. Jar Jar Binks, come for comic relief.
Emergency landing on Tatooine.
No! Pod racing is wet. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Padme. Oh no, Darth Maul! My brains are spilling out!
Oh, joy, wind.
This is the weirdest date I've ever been on. I'm out of here.
Go you must.
Farewell. Bye-bye.
Star Wars Episode 1 cans collect all 24 this summer.
And that woman said that was the weirdest date she had. It's the weirdest thing I've seen out of these commercials, and probably out of all the Star Wars commercials. I mean, yes, they're definitely referencing things pretty darn well with that alien, but I mean, Pepsi cans, characters on them, alien mimicking characters. No comment. Just what the heck was that mess? I'm serious. I'm looking at that. I'm just, wow. Okay. So that was that commercial, and that's the most entertaining one, oddly enough, I would say. Okay. No idea what to say now. No idea. Yeah. So, I mean, those are decent references and all that, but wow. Yeah. See, these were the more product placement ones that I was expecting to see a lot more of for this movie, and I didn't realize that I wasn't seeing them till now. And yeah, it's Pepsi. So, I guess back then they did want to emphasize that a little bit more. And, I mean, a lot of these, you know, soda franchises tend to, every once in a while, try to create a little bit more of a unusual and wackier commercial. And that's not necessarily always true just in general for like, soda, but it could be for a lot of things. But this one was definitely one that took the cake for being pretty unusual. So, let's keep going.
Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace. Je krijgt je favoriete Star Wars figuurtjes bij Pizza Hut. Verzamel Sebulba, Jar Jar Binks en Anakin Skywalker, terwijl je de beste pizza van het heelal verovert. Star Wars en Pizza Hut, proef de actie.
Okay, so I don't know where that's from. I know it's from Pizza Hut, but I don't know what country or what dialect they're speaking in. I mean, the majority of that sounded pretty much English, but there was definitely a dialect that was different there, and also at the end you could tell that like it was not written the way that Pizza Hut's typically written. Well, not Pizza Hut. The text was written differently. So obviously there is some differences that change things up there, and it is interesting. And that pizza definitely looks like that older kind of style that they used to do with the Pizza Hut pizza. So, yeah, it's a little bit more unusual, but yeah, it's fine. If you're a Star Wars fan, sure, have fun with this commercial that looks completely bizarre and is not in English. Yeah, I don't know what else to say to that commercial. I also don't understand the language, and just in general, there really wasn't anything that unique or different about the commercial that stood out from any of these other ones that were basically saying, "Oh yeah, go see this movie. Go see this movie. Oh, this movie's called this and that, and this restaurant says you should go see this movie or whatever." Like, that's about it. I don't know what else to say to you guys for that one. So let's keep going because I don't know. I don't know.